Hello. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. Okie dokie then. Where is the edit button now? What have they done with my edit button? Stream setting. I think. Oh, there it is. Okay. 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 So I'm just saying okay a bunch. I just gotta get set up. Starting soon. Just imagine the prettiest starting soon screen you've ever seen. Just imagine that. Okay, I think I'm ready. So yesterday, I said I was going to commit, and I didn't, because I wanted to write more stuff. The commit is 244 files long. What are these unversioned files? Oh, just a bunch of Copilot bullshit. Ew, gross. And then I realized I was trying to do like the move speed stuff, and I realized that that wasn't actually applying properly, and I thought it was stacking, but it was actually attributes that were not getting recalculated properly because removed effects don't like get ran back through, if that makes sense. So I realized that I can probably knock out two birds with one stone here, and I'm gonna go ahead and only update the necessary attributes that need updating, that whose effects have changed. So we need to go through all of the, not only the active effects for this frame, but also any difference between the active effects this frame and last frame. So to capture the removed effects. So we need to know not only the removed effects attributes, but any newly applied effects. So basically we need to get the diff between last frame, this frame, and anything that is different, anything that is distinct, not in either of those two sets. We need to get those attributes, and those attributes are the ones that we care about. What's up, bro? Welcome in. That's what I need to do here. Now, I had a couple beers last night and I was trying to write it, so I'm gonna have to go back through and read what I was trying to do here before I had to hop off, which is all broken. Oh, and I guess the issue I ran into was that the effects that were removed like no longer exist, so I can't get the attribute mod effect data off of them. So really what I need is just like a list of attributes that have changed. So I need like last frame's applied attributes, this frame's applied attributes, get the diff, and then we can use that. First time here, what are you making? I'm working on a video game. It's an RPG Colony Sim Roguelite with procedural destructible terrain. It's in UE5. This is C++. I am working on the ability system, so I'm rewriting Gas, which is the gameplay ability system. That's a built-in Unreal Engine framework, which is quite nice, but it wasn't performant enough for what I want. Because I want to run the whole world. So I want to run thousands and thousands of entities in combat. I'm rewriting the ability system so that I can have combat happening all over the world. Yeah, that's what we're working on. This is the attribute processor. Attributes are things like, could be health, stamina, move speed, stuff like that. Just stats, basically. And there's all these different effects and calculators that can run on them, and I need to recalculate them properly when they change. Did you ever created a RSPS? I don't know what that is. No. So yeah, I think I was originally starting with I was originally starting with effects, storing the last affected effects, but now let's do the last affected attributes. And I think this is what I was beginning to write. Oh, right. If we only modify base value, we don't need to recalculate that because base value changes are like permanent changes, basically. Affected attributes. So yeah, we're going to get the affected attributes of this effect. And we'll need to replace this with attribute in those places. Move that up. There we go. I've been programming for a very long time. I've been getting paid for it for 10 years. Okay, so affected attributes. We get the affected attributes of this current effect. We iterate over those. Most effects only have one, but they could have multiple attributes. And I think we just need to, it returns an array. It returns an array, but we're adding into a set, so it should dedupe as needed. A RuneScape private server? No. What made you ask that? I have not created a RuneScape private server, no. Oh, it was maybe because I've mentioned in the past that creating World of Warcraft private servers is what got me into programming circa fucking 2010. God, that was 15 years ago. That's crazy. Oh god, that feels bad. Yeah, if it's periodic, we don't care about it. Okay, so I think that logic is good here. Now, effects that need updates, change that to attributes that need updates is what that should be called now. Attributes that need updates. And so this should be just fucking auto. Just auto that shit. Okay, attribute mod data. Ah, fuck, we still need to do the modifiers for it. Do we? Would I have to store the attribute mod effect data? What do we have on here? Essentially just a list of modifiers. No, because like I don't care. So the problem is that like I need to recalc the attributes that whose any effects that are affecting an attribute that got removed since last frame. I need to recalculate those in this processor because we're working within an ECS right now. So I have to do things a little bit differently than you would normally. What language do you write in? Only C++? Because I started C++ alongside programming as a whole this January. No, I use many languages. I use different languages for my job and stuff like that. Just whatever gets whatever's best for the job, really. But for game dev, yes, C++, as this is in Unreal. Okay, so yeah, I don't think I shouldn't need the attribute modifiers or the removed effects. I just need to know to recalculate those attributes. So attributes that need updates. I think I may just need to like output this, really. I think I just need to output this attributes that need updates. And then that can go into the topological sort function, which is like a it's like a recursive depth first search type algorithm to check for dependencies, because like you can have attributes that are calculated based on the values of other attributes. So I have to do a recursive search and kind of trace through all the dependencies to make sure that I calculate them all in the right order. Because you know, for example, one of those might be, you know, your health attribute is based off of your stamina times 10, right? That's at least that's WoW's formula for it. So you could have things like that, right? Or for example, health regen is based off spirit. So you need to know each calculation's dependencies, and you need to calculate those first. Now there could be a circular dependency in there, so that I do have some checks in there for that. But I think I just need to output the attributes here as like a separate thing. Mod ags. So we're already outputting several things. Okay, we'll just output more. T-set T-enum as byte. Oh god. T-enum as by E entity attribute. Let's make that a ref. This is gonna be like an output. And what are we calling this? Attributes that need updates. I'll just say dirty attributes. There we go. That's what we call it in the biz. Dirty. Conan, welcome. How goes it? So dirty attributes. Which I think just needs to be this. So initialize that to the last affected attributes. And we go through and do all that stuff. And then once we get in here, I think we just need to I think we need to re-go through the, well, really what I need to do is just probably put this at the end of the other one. Yeah, this needs to go like here. Find or add attribute. Uh-oh. You use space or a tab guy? Doesn't matter. Does not matter. Editors can change them into whatever you prefer. Okay, so the attribute here, is it just modifier attribute? Yeah, modifier dot attribute. There we go. Wait, effect modifier. What are we storing by? Oh, we're storing by entity. I need active effect. Oh god. Active effect dot. No, what is it? Oh, just effect. Effect dot effect entity. There we go. Okay, so now we need to output a set mod depths set. No, this is dirty attributes. Dude, this processor is getting so complicated, man. So mod ags. Oh, right. Oh, okay, maybe I can just use that actually. Dependency map. Yeah, so maybe we just only put mod ags in there that we fucking care about. Although, what is that? F attribute mod depths, dependent attributes. Oh. So for each of the modifiers. So I guess... I'm sure my comms are good here. My comms are not good. You guys... Hang on. Okay, does that sound better? Does that sound better? Y'all didn't tell me I sounded like nasally and shit. I'm thinking maybe we just don't add to this, what did I call it? Mod ags? Or mod depths, rather. I called it mod ags. That's not the right name for this. Mod depths. Modifier dependencies, basically. I know HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Java, Python, Kotlin. I don't think you know those, I'll be honest. Why do I think you don't know those? Because someone who knows a language and understands that languages are just tools to get a job done wouldn't be bragging about how many languages they know. And also be asking, what should I learn next? No, you just learn what you need to get the job done. You learn the best tool for the job. It's like, which hammer should I learn to use the screwdriver next or the hammer next? It's like, you use it when you need to. I don't think you know those. I think you probably maybe went through a tutorial, tried to learn those, and you're like, well, I know them now. It's like, well, what have you built with each of those languages? Have you built something production ready? Have you shipped something with each of those languages? No hate. No hate. But they're just tools. They're just tools. Let me look at this. Dependent attributes. Append calculation CDO custom if it's custom. Otherwise, if it's attribute based, we need to put it in there. So let me zoom back out here. So we have this mod depths. Let me look at this sort function for what the mod depths are doing here. Dependencies, dependent. Why did I template this? Why did I template this? This doesn't need to be templated. How to start your own projects? How to start your own project? Like, what's the basics? I mean, that's a super general question. What kind of project? You know, I can't, there's no like how to start any kind of project. I mean, I think the first step is figuring out what the project is, and then what do you need to do that project, which is like the most general answer I can give you. So it's probably not super helpful. But if you want to ask a more specific question about how to start a certain project, I can give you a more specific answer. Dependent attributes. Yeah, I should change this from being templated. I think I was thinking that I would write this in a reusable way, but it's clearly not. It's clearly not. Because of the use of dependent attributes there. Elliot, this is what the doctor ordered. Okay. So I only need to add to this mod depths if this modifier has an attribute that has changed. Is that, I mean, if I've gotten here, I guess if I get here has changed is false. If I get here has changed is true. Attribute mod effect map. Where was the mod deps at? I hate the way that I named all these things because it makes it super confusing. Mod depths, mod ag for attributes, add the dependent attributes. So I mean, if I've gotten here, well, this. So let's do this. Let's do a Boolean. I guess I check the attribute in here. Let's do this. If modifier, am I iterating through? No, yeah, I am. Okay, so if modifier dot, or what am I saying? Dirty attributes contains modifier dot attribute. If it doesn't contain that, we skip, I think. Skip if this attribute does not need to be updated. Now, is this going to include the dependencies? Yeah, I mean, I do add dependent and backing attributes there. So if we get to an attribute that needs to be recalculated, that is dirty. Wait, no. So this is if dirty attributes. Yeah, no, that's right. That's right. No, welcome. On GitHub, you apps made a robot 2 years ago and haven't done anything since. Okay, so it's good you have projects, but like learning languages just for the sake of learning languages, like, at least for me, maybe you're different than me, but that just doesn't stick. I have to do something with it. So you asking what language should I learn next, like, you have to figure out what your next project is. And I don't think you should just like you learn languages just for the sake of learning languages. Like you need to have something that you want to do with that language, right? Otherwise, it's just gonna fall out. At least for me, it just falls out of my brain. IDE name. This is writer. JetBrains. I think this works. I think that works. Could also potentially include check for if it modifies base value only, which would be an instant effect, right? We would want to skip. I mean, I guess we kind of already do that, right? Oh, I guess not. I guess not. Although, if it's an instant effect, and we've gotten here, we should. So I don't know if there's anything to do here, because the effect might not even be there. Let's rebuild. Let's build. The attribute processor is just a horrendous piece of work, if I do say so myself. I can get rid of that to do now. We've done that. We have done it. But at least now I should theoretically only be recalculating the attributes that I need to, not every single attribute on the attribute set. And I hope that the way I've written this, that is less work, because I feel like just going through and updating all of them, even when they haven't changed, might actually, I think there's a chance that might actually just be faster than only doing trying to figure out the necessary ones through this like fucking dependency hierarchy that needs to be built out. Oh, I probably should have changed. I probably should have changed dirty attributes here, because we don't need to output that anymore. Okay, rebuild that. I mean, project as a game development, if you want to get into 3D RPG kind of game. I mean, like, what are you looking for? What are you looking for from an answer for that? How do you start a game development project? I mean, I wish I had better direction for you, but you just start. Start Google searching, start figuring it out. I'm a terrible teacher, I know. I'm sorry. Okay, let's give her a little testy test here. So what we want to see, I'm specifically like trying to test that this effect does not stack properly and recalculates move speed. Hello? Okay, let's look at what we're doing here. Let's look at active effects. Active effects, where are there you are. So is this where we applied it? Yeah, so next frame he should have. No, he doesn't actually. What is happening here? Oh, that's when I would have started casting. So here's where Blizzard Slow gets applied. Yes. There you go, Draconan's got you. Choose engine, download engine, create new project, break things until understand, repeat things until understand. There you go. Okay, so let's start peeking through this. I guess I need to see, what else do I need to see here? Let's make this, I need to make this much bigger. A lot of information here now. I want to look at, yeah, move speed there. Okay, so frost spell damage applied, blizzard slow applied, region health got canceled, calculate base damage by the blizzard. Move speed attribute, current value modified from 1 to 0.7. Okay. Nice. And I am seeing, like, so the food, he got, like, there's a food effect, a periodic food effect that, like, ticks food down. So that is only redoing the food thing. But I guess what I need to see now is whenever the next, like, blizzard tick comes in. I guess that's what I want to see, which might be this one. It is this one. Did I not deal damage here? Okay, I did not deal damage here. Interesting. I am seeing that the frost spell damage was applied. I see that we calculated damage. That would have been in the damage processor. That, however, did not. Maybe he wasn't in... Well, no, it got applied. Okay, so that didn't deal damage. Curious, very curious. This one did, though. Health attribute base value modified. 100 to 87. Frost spell damage removed. We did apply a new slow. And we removed a slow. Move speed did not get recalculated. Okay, and I guess what I'm doing is I'm storing dirty attributes last frame, or I'm storing the attributes that I calculated last frame and the attributes that should be calculated this frame when I'm checking the diff. That's actually not right. Because we don't know. Oh my god. Oh, this is such a nightmare. I really feel that, like, just recalculating everything is the proper way to go. Because, like, having to figure out, I need to know the effects themselves, which effects have changed. I can't just store a list I can't just store a list of attributes because an effect could have gotten removed and a new one could have gotten added for the same attribute, and they could be different effects. Attribute entity data. Attributes. Where am I storing this at? Last affected attributes. Okay, so how should I store this? I need to know. I guess this could be a T map. This could be a T map of either attribute to, I guess, just like effect entity ID.
Hello.
Hello, Smalls. Welcome.
John C.
Welcome in. Thank you for the
Why are you
raid.
running?
How goes it?
Why are you running?
Bagels here.
Wah wah wah. Yes, indeed.
Oh, Lord.
How was your stream? What were you working on?
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
What the dog doing?
What's the dog doing? I'm working on recalculating attributes, which it's proving to be quite complicated. This is so many sound effects. Yeah, I just wanted like pure chaos, really, is what I was going for. So I think I sufficiently captured that. Welcome in, Raiders. We are working on an RPG, Colony Sim Roguelite. If you don't know, I can show it real quick. I can show the world. We have procedural terrain. For those who maybe don't know what I've been working on, here it is. Here it is. Very satisfying to see load in. Today's stream was weird and a little unproductive. We've hit the point of where the last tasks are annoying and will take an awkward amount of time, which clashes with the stream schedule. This is the last bit of polish, I presume. Yeah, it's always that last, you know, X% takes the most time, right? But here's my world. This is what we're working with. Here's my world map. It's procedurally generated as well. So this is all like seeded random. I have underground caves and stuff. And I've been, what I'm working on today is just more ability system stuff. More tasks that I have 45 minutes left of stream, but this will be a 3-day task, and it's Thursday. Thursday. So what I'm hearing is you won't run out of work anytime soon. Yeah, this is the world. And yeah, so I'm building, I built my own ECS because I want to run the whole world. And I was using gameplay ability system, which is an Unreal Engine system. But it was not very performant, so what I wanted to do was rewrite it into my ECS to make it more performant. So that's what I'm working on. So everything's kind of broken a little bit. Everything's a little fucksy-wucksy. But the world still works. God, I cannot fall from very high of a height. I should increase that. Oh dear. Oh dear. This is a massive fucking cave system here. Oh my god, it goes so deep. I didn't even realize how deep it goes. Jesus. It goes deeper still. And deeper still. I need to increase the shadows distance. Oh my god, dude, it goes so fucking deep. Jesus. Bruh. Yeah, this is probably the best cave. Oh my fucking god, bro. You want to build a colony deep as fuck in that cave? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You're gonna have bugs. That's the trade-off. We got a nice little canopy though. But like right here could be nice. We must go deeper. Boop. Geronimo. The lighting is so weird because like the what? Okay, my mantling settings are fucked up. It's so cool that you can see the sky. Oh my, it's unrendering some of the terrain chunks because it's so deep. Like I always keep the whatever these ones are, I think. Well, I keep the height map terrain chunks at all times. I never thought that there would be a scenario because I thought like I was like, you know, maybe 3 to 4 terrain chunks would be as far as you'd be able to see if you're underground. Nope, not with this fucking cave. Not with this fucking cave. Holy shit, man. Why is the sun is so bright? It looks like shit. Can I still see? I can still see sky up there too. Oh my god, it's so fucking deep, bro. Uh-oh. Well, we're gonna be able to find the bottom now. There it is. That's the bottom of it. But there's more. Okay. How did you remove a small piece of landscape to make a cave? It's not landscape. It's my own terrain, procedural terrain system. Marching cubes would be the answer. Might need a maximum depth on that. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that because, yeah, rendering or saving all the data for underground terrain chunks across the world is too much. I can't do that. It's too much data, too much memory. So I'll need to come up with something. Can you implement a natural disaster system? Some things like tornadoes and hailstorms. Yeah, I do definitely want to have some environmental stuff. But that's pretty far down the road. Pretty far down the road. Anyways, let's figure these fucking attributes out, man. So the original problem that I was trying to solve was like, what was I doing? Something about effects getting removed. Didn't like get properly recalculated. Why didn't they? Why didn't they? I've lost like what I was doing yesterday. This is Unreal Engine C++. Okay, so the information I need are effect entity identifiers, and then what attributes they modify. I then need to find any difference in applied effects between the two frames and figure out what those attributes are. But that kind of this at this point, it just seems like I should just recalculate all the attributes. Like, this is just seeming like such a heavy algorithm to figure out, to only do. Yeah, I probably should have better benchmarks first. I would really like to tell whether or not this is more or less performant. It would be nice just for logging purposes to only log what actually needs to be updated. So yeah, this needs to be like a F entity to T sets. That would be what that needs to be. Wait, how does that even work? Tmap. Tmap is what that's supposed to be. Okay, let me think back to the original problem here. The original problem was when the Blizzard slow effect got removed, it didn't reset the move speed back to 1 from 0.7. Why would that have been? I don't actually know. Why did I think that I needed to do all this? I've forgotten. I was having a couple beers when I did this last night, so maybe I wasn't thinking very clearly. Because I did end up doing the end gameplay effect processor. Ability mod effect class. If attribute mod effect data. Yeah, so I am adding I am prompting for the attribute recalculation. Why wasn't that working? So I iterate through each attribute. Oh, I guess because there was just never a... I see. There was just never any effect on the NPC to actually prompt for the remod. I mean, if I do else here, I guess the else would just be... The else would just be setting the base value, or setting the current value to the base value, right? So attribute data. I need to actually get to the attribute here. Let's do this. Let's do it in that function. Attribute mod effect map. Let's make that optional. Okay, replace that. Okay. Yeah, do that there. Okay. Last affected attributes. Yeah, I think I want to undo all of that. I think I want to undo all. Okay, if there is no attribute mod effect map, which what is this again? I'll say no effects modding this attribute. Reset to base value. So attribute dot set current value attribute get base value. There we go. Okay, so let's get rid of all of this fucking shit. Get rid of that. We're gonna not do that at the moment. We're not going to worry about the dirty attributes right now. Okay, let's rebuild. Okay, so hopefully that fixes our Blizzard slow application getting removed issue. Okay, back to the test level. Okay. I need to fix that issue. That's an annoying one. After 15 seconds, that slow effect should get removed. I feel like that should have been removed at this point, by this point. Okay, so yeah, that's not on there anymore. Was it ever? Okay, yeah, there it is. Okay, so it's still not fucking working. Oh, Jesus, I just fucked up my spot. Okay. Okay, right here. Blizzard slow removed. We recalculate the frame after that. Makes sense. Move speed still at 0.7. So is move speed just, I guess maybe that's just never in these sorted attributes, huh? Is that what I'm seeing? Okay, so mod depths, calculate dependencies. So do we just need to, do we really truly need to go through every, oh man. So I guess this technically doesn't go through every attribute. It only goes through every attribute that an active effect modifies. I hope someday Twitch gets a separate audio track for music. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Do you want the music louder or quieter? But yeah, having like, or like game volume too, right? Although they had that feature at one point years ago, it would be super nice to have the ability to stream multiple audio tracks. Yeah, I've never heard of them having that. Well, I would turn it off so I can still hear talking, but listen to my own music. I see. Yeah, I'm not gonna turn it off. I'm sorry. I was gonna turn it up or down for you, but I'm not. I can't just turn it off. I gotta have something. Is that ever a scenario that happens, actually? This one? I don't know if that actually ever happens. Okay, it does. Forget me. Excuse me. Yeah, that's a hard thing to do, though. Like, technology-wise. That's not a trivial implementation. And your broadcasting software would need to have that capability as well. So that's like that's a pretty in-depth thing that would need to happen. Okay, what do I want to do about this? So I need to get all the attributes that are not affected. Or at least get the ones that were affected last frame. Which is what I was doing. Sorted keys. Yeah, I guess I don't really have a way to iterate over all attributes. There's like the built-in Unreal Engine macro for like the iteration. Okay, I kind of want to go back to doing what the hell I was doing. Although that still doesn't work. I'll change up how I did it a little bit here. Let's change up how I did it a little bit. So we're gonna go tset. We're just gonna do entity attribute, last affected attributes, last affected attributes, and then I need to reset those at some point. Active effects data. We need to do something down here for that. The new affected attributes. So I need to do all the ones last frame plus all of the ones this frame is how I'll do that. That's how I'll do that. So once we get here, or I guess it's here because the modifier, we have to iterate over the modifiers. Once we get here, new affected attributes, add modifier dot attribute. But I guess if I'm not removing, or this is like, call this like dirty attributes. Then I need a separate one for new last affected attributes. We add to both. We add there, and then I will want to dot last affected attributes equals new last affected attribute. Dirty attributes. Dirty attributes. Well, I guess let's do. Okay, this is going to be attributes. What is it? This needs to be attributes that existed last frame that don't exist this frame. Removed attributes. Okay, I think that makes sense. Removed attributes, and then we actually will remove. And then any remaining in removed attributes at the end. Removed attribute. Teenos bytes. We iterate through this, and I want to just like find or add in mod depth space. Add an empty one. I'll say yeah. There we go. I think that will work. I hope. Rebuild. Why do you auto everything? I don't auto everything. I do auto a good number of things because it improves readability, because some of these types are very long. Like I don't want to have to like inline that, you know? So yeah, I understand having the type information there can improve readability, but in this case, I think having auto there, and a lot of these are templated, so the type already exists on the thing. So type there, type there. So you can already tell what the type is for a lot of them. So I use autos either for like for loops, or I use them for entity data where I'm getting templated information, so it's pretty clear as to what the type is regardless. Or for types that are very long, that are like super long, nasty. So like I don't want to fucking type out, because if I have to change that, then I have to go through and change everywhere that this type is used at. He is angry. Okay, let's read through here. Where are your active effects? Okay. He has the blizzard slow. Let's just go through here. Yeah, so we're back to recalculating all the attributes every frame. Which kind of sucks for the logs. Let me look at the move speed data. Okay, 0.7, whatever. I guess we're just making sure that it can get removed properly, so we'll just continue. Ow. 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 Okay, it got removed. Let's look. Can you run properly now? So get rid of the state tree logs. Slow removed. We will recalc all of that, and I don't see it. Oh, it did change. Oh, it just didn't log it. Yeah. Yeah, let's put a log there for that. It did go back to normal, so he should have... Okay, let's stop. Let's test this out again. Okay, he can move normally. Okay, should be slowed. That's supposed to be a 30% move speed. Slow? That is way more than 30%. That is way more than 30%. There we go. And then his move speed fell off. Okay, that works now. Let's add a log so we know that when that happens. I hate this attribute processor so much. It's so complicated. Entity or subsystem. Vlog. Resetting to base value, and I will give it the base value. I'll say resetting current to base value. No effects modifying attribute. It's not that no effects are modifying this attribute, it's that something was modifying it last frame and now it's not. Modifying blank anymore. I'll just say that. No effects modifying blank anymore, resetting to current base value. Which is exactly what that comment says, so that's pretty clear now. Okay, so that technically works. Logman turning cock. I haven't tried winning. I haven't. I'll have to add that to the list of things to try. Okay, so let's look into that move speed, which I shoehorned into velocity processor. And I thought just times equals would do the trick. But I think maybe get clamped to max size. Maybe I need to do it there. clamp to max because I was just multiplying against the velocity vector. I was just multiplying against the velocity vector. Fucking missed him. Fucking whiffed. Okay, that's a lot more reasonable, I think. Although, let me get an enemy so I can check it against his, like, sprint. Okay. Okay, from downtown. Yeah, that's I'm faster than him. So yeah, that's a 30% move slow. Move speed slow. There he goes, and then he got it back. Okay, root him. He's rooted. The effect isn't shown on him, but he is rooted. Aha. All right, it's working. It's working. It's working. We did that part, so this is going to be a two-parter. Okay. Is this committable now? Is this committable now? Is this committable now? Is this committable now? God, sorry, my throat is kind of in shambles this morning. Apologies for the sniffles and the coffees. There's some things to fix here, but that's just, these are things that have to do with my abilities. What else do I want to do with the ability system itself before I commit it? Should I delete the ability system component? No, maybe that's a next commit kind of thing. The animations are a thing as well. That's going to be a whole thing. Yeah. Timer processor is something I want to write as well. Oh, there's still so much to do here. Okay, let's commit it. How big did our commit get by the end? It is 244 files. 244 files. Okay. Let's fucking send it. Misc fixes, what do we think? Commit message? Oh, why is my mouse tracker wasn't on? Man, you guys didn't tell me. You guys didn't even tell me. Yeah, no wonder the drop-off was so hard today. Anyways, yeah, Misc fixes. What do we think? Commit message. Review code changes. Oh my god, you can actually just click and okay, let's see Copilot review 244 files worth of code changes. Generate commit message. Where can I see it running? Add new gameplay structures and update visual log status category methods. That is woefully incorrect. What say you, Copilot? It's still trying to review my code changes. Where can I see it? Like, is it loading or something? Can I see it? Anyways, this is replace, or I'll say build ECS gas and replace built-in gas. what do I say? Build ECS ability system to replace gas. Commit anyway and push. 14 to-dos. Yeah, that was some tech debt. Some tech debt got included there. 244 files. Wow, we have a clean working directory finally. After I think I worked on that for about 3 weeks, maybe more, maybe 4 weeks, honestly. Okay. Should we do another full-scale test here, just for funsies? Oh my god! Oh, did it actually do the? Discard and go to next. Yeah, I have changed. It's just getting upset that I changed the signatures. Which is a breaking API. It's getting so mad at breaking API changes. Yeah, I made a lot of those. API design. Yeah. Which is a breaking change. Bro, this is the worst review I've ever seen. Okay, yeah, no thank you. No thank you. Okay. Let's do that big testy test here. Look at him. Yeah, let's see here. On damage taken. I really want to see like a cancel. Canceling the abilities takes 10 milliseconds. Really just activating the melee auto attack. Well, I think most of that's going to get fixed when I changed the, or it's going to get better when I change the NMQ to something that's not a U object. NMQ can be entity data, methinks. State tree makes sense to be that long. Velocity processor, actually doing all right. Actually doing all right. The cancel ability processor. 10 milliseconds. That's longer than I thought it would be. Same with remove. Well, remove gameplay effects only 2 milliseconds. That's not too bad. I think what I want to do is build in a scope trace into the for each funky wonk here. Where was that? I forgot where I put that. That's in the probably in the archetype utils or something, or it's in the query. Query? No. Oh my god, where did I put that? There it is. There it is. Yeah, I think right here is what I want to do. So let's do this. Scope, trace, name, or I'll just say scope string I mean, can I just do something like this? Do I need to do... That's a lot easier. Looks a lot better. Okay, so give me that. We're gonna put that down in here now. Scope string plus underscore. I'll do ITR. So like this is like an iteration. So I want that to see how long like a single entity takes in each of these processors. I'm gonna rebuild that. That's probably gonna take a while. I guess another thing I would need. Oh, that took very little time actually. Nice. Okay, so I guess the decision to be made now on what to work on next. Either we do the performance, the best thing for performance, which would be like, I think the anim queue is the next thing that we should do there. For performance. Or we just make everything else. We fix everything else. Good, Merrick, thank you for the sub. What do you code, dude? I code good code. That's what I do. We're making a video game. Okay, let's close that. We can close the vlogger for now. Are we still doing 1,000? Yeah, let's do that. There's still the aggro radius processor is a little slow. So yeah, I just want a few frames to test here. Okay, what do we got? Does this show up how I want it to? Bro, why is this single entity 2 milliseconds? What do you think about people that use AI like entirely in their projects? I mean, I think it's a really quick way to get started, but eventually you're going to get to a point where the AI does more harm than good. The larger the project is, the worse AI is at working on it wholesale. It's good. AI is still good for super narrow use cases and stuff, though. Attribute change. So per entity, an attribute process is about 56 microseconds. On damage taken is a considerable part of that. On damage, so let's go to proxy actor, I think is where it would be. Process damage event aggro. So I really don't need to... Actually, no, I do. I'm wondering if this should be done in a processor as well. this seems like something that could be moved to a processor and be a bit more efficient here. And this could run in between damage and or just any time in between damage and remove effect processor. Move this to a processor. Yeah, the ability activations are going to be a little hairy. But yeah, I think doing the ability NMQ stuff will help a lot. Okay, let's look at my to-dos here. Level up stat increases. It's like, do I make everything back to a working state or do I do performance improvements? Dual building. All of this is kind of broken. I don't know what I want to do here. Let's do the log type for ability system. That's just going to help debugging. I need to, how do I forgot how to define a log type. Okay, so it's like anywhere I use a log type, I have to like import it. How do most things do this? Do you import this or do you just declare it multiple times? I guess usually they declare it in the module, which I think makes sense. So I mean, everything is the same module for me, so I might as well just keep doing shit like that. This is my ability system logs. Okay, so let's go through and change all of our gameplay processor logs there. Maybe even add some more. Maybe go through and add some more. Oh yeah, because I'm doing vlog entity. Oh dear. Okay, this is a bigger change. My entity system logs. How do you define the category name? How do you pass in category name? What does that eventually expand to? Oh dear. Oh dear. Category name. Oh, it's just F name. Okay. That works. Yeah, we need to add that to everything here. Const F name ref category. Wait, is that the only two? There's got to be more, right? Okay. We'll go ahead and replace there. Oh, this is going to be super annoying to go through and update all of these. Now that I have multiple log categories. Okay, just rebuild so it can show me where all the files are at. Only 28, huh? Oh, wow. Yeah, I guess I just need to... Oh, man. There's gonna be so many. There's so many. There's gonna be so many to change. Wait, why doesn't that work? Oh, and then we also need to pass in category here. Oh, and fucking capture it. Oh. Oh, it's so broken. Why don't you like that? Parameter type app, why not? That's what the... do I have to go back and change all of these? No. That's what it passed in here. No. Category name. F log category base, is that actually what it was supposed to be? Yes, that is indeed what it was supposed to be. Okay. I don't know. F name might be kind of nice. I didn't know you could do an F name in there. F name kind of might be kind of nice. No, I mean I should do the strongly typed ones. I was gonna say it might be nice to just like do ad hoc ones, but if I want to do something like that, I should just create the log category for it. We can keep it nice and structured. This is gonna be super boring content here. Maybe I should have done this offline. I'm already like halfway through it though, so. You know, I would say this would be the kind of thing that AI would be good at, but there's so many files that I don't think it's just easier for me to do it like this than it would be to like provide all of the context files. I mean, that's the problem with vibe coding, right? At least my problem. Like, if it could figure out which files to make the changes in, so I don't have to manually go find that shit for it, like that would actually make it a bit more useful. I know Cursor has that capability, but when you're doing changes that are like this large, like there's so many files that these are in, I don't think it can pick up all the context then. But I'm sure that kind of stuff will get better. Okay, we're getting close to the end of the list here. How's everyone's Thursday going? Why is this file broken? I'm surprised that compiled. I think writer might just be wrong there. Okay, can we compile?
Only 48 actions. That's actually a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Oh dear. And why didn't I find that? Why didn't I find these ones? Thursday's almost over in Sri Lanka, huh? You're in the little pear dangling off of India, huh? Isn't that what that is? That little island? Yep. Interesting. Oh dear. How did these not get found? How did the find that I did miss these? What's going on? What's going on is we're fucking refactoring our log function. So there's just like a million fucking things that are broken here. What on earth is this? Undo whatever the fuck I just did there. Okay. Is not the most thrilling of work. Don't know why that broke. Don't know how that would have broken. Do do do. Do 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 do. Forgot the comma right here. Okay, rebuild. I should try to visit Sri Lanka one day. Unfortunately, I don't like traveling, actually. I know that's a weird... Probably the only person who doesn't enjoy traveling. I know. I mean, like, I like getting to the destination and, like, doing things there, but, like, I just like my house. You know, I like the place where I keep all my shirts and pants in my bed, you know? And that means I don't get to do game dev, so I would like to just stay home. Like, planes are fucking uncomfortable, man. I've never flown overseas, but I imagine that's even worse. I imagine that is even worse. Okay, so now let's go through and look at all of the... Look at all these processors. So... my ability system logs. And so we'll do a control F for vlog entity. There's only 2 there. I guess we just do that, right? We can do that in each one. Replace. None. Da-da-da. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay. Google Sri Lanka, it's a beautiful country. I'm sure it is. Sure it is. Islands be like that. Okay, let's give me like a quick little rundown. I just want to see these pop up in the thing. Give me like 5 guys. 5 guys. Give me the vlogger now, please. Then let's just show me some logs here. My ability system, wonderful. Yeah, that's really clean. That's really clean. Now, it would be nice if I maybe broke these down by processor as well. But yeah, that's very nice. It's nice to have a difference between the state tree and the entity subsystem. Yeah, it could be nice to have a further breakdown, but I don't know. That might just be too many categories to click through and stuff. But yeah. Okay, so that works. Let's go ahead and commit that. 40 files. I'll say update entity logging to include log category. Create my ability system logs category. Commit anyway and push, yes. No, I love that like Ryder is very optimistic about the to-dos, and it's like, hey, there are to-dos in here. Are you sure you want to commit? It's like, brother, my brother, I put the to-do there because I'm not going to do it in this commit. Nice try though. Nice try. All right, we can cross that off. Nice easy one to cross off the list there. Fix abilities. I mean, sleep is the only one that needs fixing still, and that one that just has probably need to be fixed. Boogie coin. Welcome in, Boogie coin. But yeah, sleep probably has been broken for quite some time, so I'm gonna leave it that way. Level up stat increase. Let's take care of that real quick. Let's take care of level up stat increase real quick. And then I need to, another thing on the list here is like delete all ASC stuff. That's probably what I should do, is delete all the ability system component stuff. But before I do that, let's do the level up stat increase. My character attribute set is, I think, where we did this at. Increase attribute base values for level up. Yeah, let's try and put this into a utils function. Oh, I need to... Another one I want to do is refactor utils files. We need to split those up even further to help with build times, compile times. Apply gameplay effects expected stuff. Okay, let's just copy this and put this in ability utils. When did I start the project? Oh, about 3 years ago. About 3 years ago. World context object. Okay. Game mode. Get base attribute value. Yeah, so character class we've hard coded. New level. Let's put character class in here. And let's put it at the end so that we can default it. My attribute set log. I guess that needs to be my ability system logs now. Override character attributes. That's a gameplay effect base. Yeah, so that should be deleted. I suppose I'm going to create my own effect here. Effect. Make outgoing spec. Yeah, I suppose I just need to do the same thing as I did with those other functions. Yeah. Let's create a class. This is going to be a effect def. And this is I have level up effect, actually. Hang on, let me look at level up effect. Maybe we can put this into... Maybe we can bake this into both? Let me think about this for a second. Get base attribute value. Attribute class level. So that'll need to change. We need to change this to t enum as byte, e entity attribute. First of all. Welcome in, guys. Happy Thursday. Strength. Stamina. F. Dolan, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Spirit. Okay. Turn. You enum. Good value of string. Yeah. Here we go. Very nice. Very nice. So we have get base attribute value. I think actually, yeah, let's put this on the level up effect. Let's put this on the level up effect. So I think what we want to do is we'll go void U level up effect. Apply stat overrides. Apply stat level up overrides. Level up overrides. That's kind of a weird. I have circled back. Well, welcome back. Thank you for circling back around and syncing with me. I appreciate your diligent action item correspondence. Let me think here. So this is going to take in, I guess, attribute mod data. Give me a ref to that. That I can, Uzi what's it? Modify it. And then I guess, yeah, we're going to do... Give me all that. I do need a world context object, don't I? Can I get world on this? I don't know if I can get world on this or not. I do need the game mode. I do need some reference to the game mode. I do need to pass in the new level. I do need to pass in the character class. Ooh, okay. Give me one moment, guys. One moment. Okay, sorry about that. It was gone for longer than I expected. I hope you can make a game that dying once will get back to level 1. I mean, that is the intention with the roguelite part of the game. What's this all about? New to the channel? We're doing game dev. Game dev channel. Game dev channel. Okay, back to stats on level up. What are we doing? I need to pass in character class. Boo, boo, boo. Boo. Okay. Do I want to forward the character class through to here? Or do I give this like a world context object? Let me think about where am I calling this from? No, hang on. Where am I calling this from? Right there. This is being called from the attribute processor, so I can probably, when I make this level up spec, yeah, I guess I don't really need a context object here for this part, because we're just making a struct. Then this is a default object. It is a CDO. Okay. Oh dear. Oh dear. Let's just pass in the spec. Apply stat level up overrides. We'll pass in the effect spec. Level up effect spec. Do I do that? Do I do that? Yeah, I'm gonna have, and then I get the mod data off there. I don't know. I don't know. Just fucking pass. Just pass the fucking enum as byte e character class. Pass that through. I will need a context object as well. World object. World context object. Equals warrior. Okay. Why are you angry? Because you are not const. A blueprint native event that is const. I think that's fine, right? There's no issues there. Why stat level up overrides? Okay. This should be a blueprint native event as well, so we can have it overridden. Should we choose? Implementation. Okay, and then what we'll do here is that, yeah, which should be const as well. I mean, yeah, I guess everything on here should be const because this is just an object that it's just a default object, so we don't want to modify anything on the object. Okay. Go through and replace each of these with the actual enum value. We're using enums instead of this attribute thing now. Excuse me. Okay, we have the new values, right? This is, am I getting the increase value or the override value? And also, switch case this. Okay, this is where AI is nice. That's not the right key. Change this to switch case. Beautiful. See, that's love AI for that kind of shit, right? How would you suggest to learn OOP/OOD? What is OOD? I don't know that I've ever heard of OOD. Oh, object-oriented design. Is that different from OOP? I mean, I think you need to figure out how you learn best. Do that. I learn best by doing things. So that's what I would do. I would work on a project. Okay, we have all the base attribute values. So then I need to take the attribute mod data. In play, modifiers, in play skit, or add get ref? No, in play skit ref. Agimod dot float magnitude equals. It wanted to do int there. Okay, so those should be added to each one. What software is this? This is JetBrains Writer. An attribute data table value. What IDE? This is JetBrains Writer. Okay, so delete this. I actually don't want that there. We're just going to do it on level up. Yeah, and so actually these need to be set to override too, I think. Or modifier op override, yeah. Okay. Character class. Okay, where is this being used from? Because we need to update that, I think. Right there. In my attribute processor. Okay. Big level up effect spec. We need to do a world context object. We'll just use the subsystem there. Remainder XP. And I guess we would need to get the character class, but we're just going to let that be defaulted for now. Because we don't have a notion of classes. Zach, my dude, welcome in. With another super chat, man. I appreciate your support. I appreciate that a lot. Good morning to break some stuff and learn how to fix it. Good luck developing, everyone. Thank you for the positivity, my man. And welcome in. I think most of us are afraid of writing bad code. I think we should try to write... I think we should try to code bad code to understand what is bad and learn. Yeah, that's a great mindset to have. I've written a lot of bad code in my day. Good morning to you as well. Why JetBrains instead of Visual Studio? I've used both, wondering why you prefer JetBrains. Personally, I think it's all around better. I don't think there's anything in Visual Studio that is better than Writer when it comes to Unreal Engine development. How's the coffee this morning? We're finished. I made a double coffee and put it in my girlfriend's nice pink cup. It's all gone now, but it was nice. It was nice. I hope your coffee is nice as well. It's almost noon here, though. Morning has come and gone already, almost. Okay, so I think that... Let's see if we can level up now, I suppose. Or, not level up, but let's see if our stats increase on level up. Uh-oh. Oh dear. Simple instant. What are we saying here? What is this saying to me? Why can't I use the... Come on, let me use it. Can I not default? I mean, I guess warrior is... It's gonna default to warrior anyway, I suppose. But the thing is, like, I have to manually pass that in. Why can't I... Why won't you let me do that? Because it's a enum as byte? Is that why? Please derive it from uint8 instead. It is. Does it need to not be an enum class? Is that the issue? Good morning. My first time joining your channel. Welcome in. Awesome job. My go-to language is JavaScript. Which programming language is this? Is it Go or Rust? No, it is C++. Unreal Engine C++. I started learning Unity game programming, and when I learned some good programming techniques, I revisit my previous build games and refactor them. Yeah, that's good practice. Going to open some Yu-Gi-Oh cards today. Nice. That's a throwback for sure. I feel like I sold all my old Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And maybe hop on Unreal for a couple hours before work. It sounds like a nice start to the day. Requires an object. It is... Same object. What? What am I doing here? I didn't realize that this would be such a controversial change. Let's comment all that out. I didn't realize that this would be so heinous of me to do. Object must be initialized. What are you, my brother, what are you talking about? Me and my friend are making a new card game, and we want to build a TCG on the engine as well. That would be fun. There was someone else that was doing that. Fuck, I forget the name. Wait, was it Smalls? I forgot to go check out. No, I think I got a raid from someone the other day. Tap Steady. That's who it was. They were making a card game as well, I believe. I think that was Tap Steady. I don't know. I have to... Fuck, I forgot to go and, like... Forgot to... Oh, no, it was Exode Media, I think. Yeah. Forgot to go check them out. They're making a card game as well. He's making the cards in like a GIMP, and then I guess he got a special printer as well for it. Imperial Wing, welcome. I love VS for pure C++ development, but using VS with Unreal is such a pain. Agree, yeah. Using Rider now. Yeah, Rider's free for non-commercial use now, so no reason not to use it, I think. What do we got here? Overloaded member function not found. Jesus Christ, what is it? What is the issue, dude? What is the issue with these tenum as bytes? I assume it would need to be a tenum as byte. I presume. Class, you level up effect. Yeah. I don't understand what the issue is here. I mean, it has to be from... Oh yeah, get world here. Need to use that for sure. Does that help fix things? What are you coding, bro? I'm coding an RPG, Colony Sim Roguelite. Empty control statement found. What? Why is this just like falling apart? Like, is the character class really that fucking controversial of a fucking thing? I don't know why enums are such an issue. Does it need to be a non-T enum as byte? Because I thought everything going to blueprints needed to be a T enum as byte. Okay. All right. That I don't understand the rules then. I don't know what the rules are because I could have sworn maybe it's just U properties need to be T enum as byte. Don't know. What is your take on Jai? I don't know what that is. Okay, let's see if we can level up here and get some stat increases. Okay, hang on. Pause for a sec. I need the vlogger going. Okay. Pause. Entity data, active effects. We must look for level up effect, I think.
Okay.
What is happening? Pause. Okay, where did I level up at? That's my question. I guess let's look at character level. Where is attribute entity data? Here it is. So character level, where are you at? There it is. Okay, we're level 1. We're level 2 right there. Okay, so it happened here. My spell crit went down actually. How many screens do you work with? I don't know if 3 monitors is overkill. I have 3. Agility. So we did increase attributes. Yeah. My max health changed to 220. Wait, what? So I went to 22. I went to 22 stamina. Hang on, let me look at the stamina table. For a warrior, level 2 should be 12. If I'm reading this right. Yeah, why did I get 22 there? Intellect went to 19, which is assuredly not the case. It should be 9. Be 9. Let me read how this how we're getting the base value here. Character class and new level. Look at like stamina. Why? What is happening? Stop. Okay. Stamina. Okay, class. Character class. Table. Wait, what is class for? Attributes row. Oh, right. Yeah. I didn't get unsupported character class type, did I? No. Okay, let's look up game mode and see what's plugged into the stamina table. Make sure it's the right thing. Yep, that is the stamina table. Why did I get 22 from that table? Oh, it was set to add? I mean, that would make sense, but I thought I set them all to override? Oh, it's only on the edge. Oh, I'm dumb. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Clear. Stop that. We're gonna restart. Level me up. Nice. Okay. Yeah, I don't need that anymore. I think we're good. Yes. Okay. Those are proper values. Okay. So we can level up. Confirmed. Now I just need to. I think I need to apply that on start rather than the current one, which is was it new character effects, set car stats? I think I need to give it the... I think I need to give it... Oh, I think I need to give it the level up effect here. So we're just overriding everything to 10 at the moment. And let me think about this. Actually, should I fucking change this? To be a custom calculated thing? That way I can do it in blueprints and apply it there. Because otherwise, I'm going to have to apply this on spawn. I think I'm going to need to apply it in C++ somewhere anyway. For the roguelite part. AKA schematics, welcome in. First time chat. How long have I been making games? This is my first one. So as long as I've been working on this one. Which is about 3 years. For play. Thank you for the sub. Welcome. Welcome everyone. Yeah, so do I want to change this to a custom calculation class to do all this, or do I want to stick with what I got here? I would still have to apply this. Did you say first time chat? Yep. What's the benefits of a custom class? Custom calculation, which is a custom calculation class. So it is a type of attribute modifier. So calculation type, E modifier. I can either just do a raw float, I can base it off of another attribute, or I can do a custom calculation, which is a class. What that would do would allow me to just create it in blueprints in a data-driven way. And then I would be able to apply it here as a part of the default, or rather here as a part of the new character effect. Like things that should apply when the character is spawned. But I need to use it in C++ anyway, I think. So just trying to think about which way I would prefer. Maybe half and half? I don't know, because then I would need to make a reference to the blueprint one. If I wanted to use it in C++, I'd have to make a reference to the blueprint one in the game mode to grab it. What's that pro? Which language is this? Answer me, please. All caps. Very, very demanding you are to know which language it is. You know, I think I'm going to leave you in suspense for a little bit. I'll give you a hint, though. I'll let you see the file names, and then maybe you can use your expert deduction skills to figure it out. Trying to think about what's more efficient too. Building this and applying it. on character level change, which I would have to do regardless. We're letting the attribute processor run the custom calculation class, which could be done in blueprints. I don't know, it'd be kind of messy in blueprints. I might just, that custom calculation class might just be a C++ class if I did that. I think I'll just leave it as is until I need a reason not to. But I guess then this like set character stats, we need to like get rid of these, I suppose. And then just manually apply the level up effect. Probably when the, well, see, the issue is I guess I have to do it. Yeah, I guess the entities need a piece of data on them for which effects should be default applied. So right now I'm just going through the game mode. And it should probably go through entity data. So that would probably be on something like character ASC defaults is what I call it now. Probably should change the name of that. Ability system defaults or something like that, right? Just go to proxy actor. Go to proxy actor. Ability system defaults, entity data, there we go. So it probably on here. We do have attribute sets. Yeah, I guess I need to think about how I want to spawn my entity archetypes, or like how I would want to define entity archetypes, like design them designer-wise. Like, I guess it would be nice to have an interface in here on the entity archetype. Ability system defaults. I guess there's... I guess I need some, like, stats thing. And it would need to be level based. It would need to be level based. So some curve table row handles would be good. Although creating one of those for every fucking entity would be kind of annoying. Especially if I only need like a few level. Well, I mean, I don't know. Do I make them all scale to every level by default? What do I want to do with that? I could just have an effect, like it could just be the blueprint effect. I have to think about things that just aren't the player here. Like, and just like random monsters, wolves, other humanoid entities and stuff. I think the most generic way would just be to have an effect applied by default. And so for that reason, it would be nice to have the blueprint version of it. And I'll take care. Have a good one, my dude. There's just so much boilerplate. It would be really nice if I could just enter in the stam strength and shit for the entities. But I think I'm always going to want the entities to be able like most of the entities I make, they're going to need to have multiple levels. I need a better... Should I make a curve table calculation type? I kind of said no because I didn't want to... I was just like, yeah, just use a custom calculation class. In my head, that's what I was saying. But yeah, then I would have to create a class when all I want to do is just change some curve tables. I'm thinking very far down the road here. Should I just make it work for now? And storing like the new and default applied effects on the game mode. Probably not what I want to do. Probably want to store that on the archetype. Let's make that change at the very least. And then I think I can just like manually put the level up effect in there, and I'll just do it for both for now or something. Is that what I want to do? Oh goodness, there's so many options. Yeah, let's just do that. That's the... We'll do that. T array, T subclass, subclass of U, entity effect def. Well, let's open game mode. Yeah. Show me your final result code. What does that even mean? You want to see all of my code? There's way too much to show. You can't show all that. Default applied effects. Yeah, I do think I need a blueprint version of the level up effect, or like an effect to resolve the level of the thing. Okay, so default applied effects in there. And then let's go to the setup function, and rather than getting the game mode default applied effects or new, show me the game. I mean, you're very demanding. You are very demanding. I'm working on something else at the moment, so I can't show that right this very second. But if you stick around for a little bit, you might be able to see it. New spawn. So yeah, I need new, because I have to think about serialization, right? Things that should always be applied, default applied, and then new spawn applied. And set up ability system. Does this doesn't pass in the defaults, which it probably should. We probably should take in the defaults. Let's just give it ASC defaults. Well, we'll do like no. We should do the individual. We don't leak that implementation. And then is new game. Is new spawn. That's literally only for. So let's just do this. Effects to. We'll do like an effects to apply then, which we can do. And so this should be T subclass of. Yeah. Let's. We'll just do one of these guys here. So default effects. Const ref that. We will just iterate over effects here. No need for game mode here anymore. Okay, and then so I want a T array of T subclass of U effect def default effects. Let's initially copy that from default applied effects. I'll say if new game, which means nothing at the moment from this perspective. Throw that in there, and then we'll go append ASC defaults new spawn applied effects. Okay. So we will want to do the same thing in the my project character. I think this is where we can use the game mode things. And then we pass that in there. Okay. And so this way we can give different ones for different entities. And I should probably change that on the game mode once we get into different classes, which we're probably pretty far away from, in all honesty. Okay, let me think now. What else do I need? What else would I need? I think I still want to do that level up effect. In blueprints. So I should put that then on the game mode for the player, right? The player level up effect. And that would just be one and the same for the entities right now. I do have level up effect F. Wait, where am I using that at? Oh yeah, yeah. I already have that. I'm just passing in like that default one. And so if I wanted to override this for entities, right now I would have to override these functions. Which this is not very data driven. I would like to make it more data driven. So character class feels weird here. If I wanted to reuse this for entities, for like just random NPCs and stuff. Passing that in feels weird here. I'm gonna take that out. I'm gonna rip that out. So all that fucking effort we went through to figure that out. Gone. That feels really weird here. For now, let's just hard code it. Let's just hard code it. Then I think to make this reusable, I think what we would want to do is put the curve tables for each stat. The problem is right now these curve tables are set up on like a per class basis. Would I just want to put like an entity name there or something? So this table would become every single entity in the game would be in this fucking table. I don't know if I want that. How big is this fucking table? Can I do size map on one of these things? I can. I mean, it's pretty small. Pretty small. 16 kilobytes, huh? I guess it would be nice to have one. I could do one curve table row handle for each class, and then that would have the different stats in it. But then you couldn't compare across entity types very well, or across classes. That would make it easier to pop in and out though for this use case. I didn't think I would need this much consideration for just doing the level up stuff. Yeah, I mean, I have them all in this form now. And it's nice for the player, but like, I don't want to put every single fucking entity's stats in here. But then that could make it reusable. Oh, yeah, I mean, maybe let's just stick with what we have for now. Let's not like reinvent things when I don't even know what the thing is going to be. And then this really should be not a class, but oh, I put the properties on there. Interesting. Okay. So then any entity I want to add on there. Rip. Okay, yeah, that's I want to invert this table. God, I fucking hate the way data tables work, man. And it's not exactly a curve table, is it? This is actually kind of a bigger issue here. So we're just gonna let this do its thing. And the level up effect, actually, if I'm gonna need to have that be different for each thingo, the class for that to be different, that should probably be, goddamn. You know what? Let's just fucking keep it on. We'll just keep it on where it's at now, on the game mode, and use that. Let me rebuild. I don't like how this is set up, but there are some design level decisions I need to make that I don't feel like I'm ready to make right now. I do think we need this though, because it's just like every entity is gonna have different ones of that. So maybe I need like the defaults and stuff. I need to probably keep that around, at least. Some of them, I should get rid of that. Don't say fuck. No. Okay. So I guess what do I need to do right now? The level up effect. I guess changing of the level might, let's see what happens if I just run this. Hang on. Entities are gonna be weird. Okay, so I never, yeah, we're all like dead. Yeah, we're all kind of fucking dead, right? There are new abilities and stuff like that. So for right now, we are going to copy and paste those. Okay, so they're at least moving and grooving and running around now, but we all don't have health. We should be dead. I guess we only do that when health is actually modified, not just any time. Yeah, so we don't start by being dead. I think that's fine, and that'll allow us to actually... Do I spawn with level 1 or level 0? I do get set to level 1. But hang on, let me look at the vlogger. Okay, get rid of everything that's not the ability... my ability system stuff. So do we apply the level up one by default? I don't think so. Okay, so does that not get hit through the post apply thing? Are we not hitting that? Where is my attribute processor? Are we not getting it's process EXP gain. Interesting, okay. So I need this level up effect applied by default, and I also need it populated with the right things. Process EXP gain. Kind of want to make this const, or not const static, and then maybe call it from elsewhere, like on spawn or something. Although maybe the const version of that is just this part. Yeah, I think putting this into a reusable function. Let's put this into the ability utils. And I think we can probably just put that right underneath the top because this is going to be relevant here. New ability utils. Set character level. Okay, we now have a dependency on game mode in here. Yay. Okay. So, set character level. What do I call this? We want to do remainder EXP here as well. I should pass in character level too. So we're going to go int32, character level, remainder EXP. Which we can just set to new car level. We'll do new character level. Okay, so set character level. Yeah, we'll just call it that. Make it static. Okay, we'll want to set that in here then as well. Apply all the default effects to set character level. Level 1 remainder EXP 0. Okay, so we want to do that now as well here. And passing in remainder EXP and then character level value +1. Entity context object. We can just do this, I think, because it's a processor. Yeah, so U ability utils set character level. Okay, so now that's nice and reusable. Now that's nice and reusable. Okay. I think let's rebuild that now. What are you doing? We're doing some game dev. What part of this game do you enjoy working on the most? I don't know. I enjoy most of it. All of it, really. Maybe the procedural terrain or procedural generation, like the PCG stuff as well. That's all probably super fun for me. I'll say what I enjoy the least. You know, animation, maybe. Enjoy animation the least. Okay, so now it's not, I guess I already got rid of the stats and stuff. Okay, now I have stats. The thing is, we don't start with all of the stats. I think maybe the level up spec then should probably set health and mana to max. Attributes, health, calculation type, attribute based, health mod, attribute based magnitude, backing attribute equals max health, coefficient 1. Yeah, do that for health and mana then. That way we not only spawn with full health and mana, but when we level up, we get all our health and mana back. So run live coding there. Wait, that didn't work. That didn't work. It worked for health. Okay, let's run the vlogger. Spawn 0, it'll just be me. Just me. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna set all our stats here, blah 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 blah. Max mana changed to 80. Health attribute changed, override from 0 to 110. That worked. Mana override from 0 to 80. Why is it 80? How did my mana go to 110? Wait, am I looking at the wrong max there? Hang on. What is my fucking mana at? Max mana is fucking 80. Why am I showing 110 there? Hang on. Character portrait. Do I have the wrong fucking value in there? I fucking do. Holy shit. How haven't I noticed that yet? Here we go. Beautiful. And I should not be updating that. Okay, I have a lot less mana now. Okay. Okay, I think I can cross that off the list now.
I think I can cross it off the list now. Oh.
Level up stat increases. I thought that was going to be a lot quicker. Okay. This might all be stuff for tomorrow. 'Cause I need to take a break. Yeah. I think deleting all the ASC stuff is most important. Most indubitably. I'll say change. I'll say add default / new applied effects to ability to, I'll just say entity spawned, entity archetype defaults, refactor attribute level, I'll say stat level up, to apply on spawn. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay. Man, I've committed 3 times today. That's a lot for someone who's afraid of commitment. I deserve praise. Okay, what else for today? Anything else for today I want to knock out before I get off here? This stuff isn't particularly exciting, so that might be what I work on off stream today. Fixing abilities can be fun, streamy things. I really want to get into this anime. Well, I'm kind of dreading getting into this animation code because it's not like... It's like pretty dense code, but I'm excited because of the performance improvements. And I suppose I need to come up with better tests for the combat performance. Because right now all I'm testing really is either fireball or weapon melee swing, which the fireball is going to be bad because it's not an entity, it's an actor, and it's the VFX isn't like optimized at all. So that one's going to be bad. I think I need to start creating a bunch of different archetypes. Because I should probably test the combat with like really varied abilities and stuff. So I think yeah, I'll want to at least create one with like some damage over time effects on it and stuff like that. I need some abilities that like apply effects, you know, and that means I will need some NPC logic for applying those effects. And obviously I don't want to like apply a dot effect when there's already a dot effect on it, right? My own dot, like from the perspective of an entity. Oh man, and I had a whole idea for building these systems out. That's a whole nother system. And do I want to do that just to like test this? I had this idea for like players building out combat behaviors for their colonists, which I think could be really fun. And I was thinking about having these like little kind of building block pieces of logic for like different types of abilities: heal, damage, AoE, crowd control, and you know, maybe some sub categories within crowd control. You know, damage over time could be one too. And you could put weights on them and save it, and you could like kind of save those building blocks as kind of like a loadout, and you could create like a healer loadout. You know, you can create like a support class loadout, and it's really just like that way for each of your colonists. If you have one who's like a healer, you can say, hey, I want you to weight your heal abilities higher. And that same system can probably include some logic for like when to apply effects, you know, when to use abilities that apply effects. You can create like a tank. You could like, you know, I want you to use taunt a lot. But that's a whole ass system that I don't think is super necessary at the moment. There's just some overlap. Okay, enough yapping. I'm gonna find somewhere to send you guys over to. So let me see here. Let me see. Crimson. Raymond again. Send you guys over to Crimson. Haven't rated him in a while. He's working on a new game. Yeah, he had a game come out, released on Steam. Suit for Hire, I believe, is the name. If you guys haven't checked that out, you should. And I'll just say ta-ta for now. Thanks everyone for hanging out. And I hope to see and hear from you all again soon.